Yo, I really don't know what week number this is, but 70 something. So week 70 something update. Welcome. My name is Patrice, The.patrice.denise, and I am living a healthy, sustainable life one day at a time, one step at a time. And let me tell you, that's what I had to do this week. But I am on the medication Mounjaro. I have been on this medication for over a year and some change, going on a year and 6 months. I am not a doctor. I am not a pharmacist. I'm just someone sharing my journey as well as sharing my whole health journey. And so glad that you decided to click on this video. So if you're new, welcome. Join this community by hitting the subscribe button if this video resonates with you. To everyone who has decided to join me for yet another one of my videos, how do y'all do the heart thing? Oh, there it goes. Thank you. Thank you. You know I love you and I appreciate your support and all that you do for this community. But this is what week is this? I think it's like week 73, 74-ish. This is actually week 73. So this is my week 73 update, my 73rd week on the medication Mounjaro. I have started to weigh myself every month. So just once a month, I weigh myself and document my weight. Sometimes I do sneak on that scale just to see where it's at to, let me know if I'm going in the right direction. But my documented weight that I share with you guys, I do it once a month on the last Wednesday of every month. And I did that today. So we can just jump right on into it. No need to beat around the bush. I weighed in at 159.8. So my previous weight was 158.8 on March the 27th. And today on April the 24th, I weighed in at 159.8. You can see the different body measurements according to the Renfro scale here. And I do have that scale linked down below if you're interested. It just helps with getting those body metrics and measurements. And it's keeping track because I was wanting my visceral fat to be under, in the good range, and it is. It's hanging strong in the 10. And I wanted that as one of my goals. I wanted to get out of the risk of the metabolic syndrome, and so that's one of the measurements that at the beginning of my journey that I was paying close attention to. So starting in November of 2023, I began my maintenance journey with this health journey, and I have been hanging strong around, I got under 160 like right at the beginning of January. I think it was January, right? Yeah, right at the beginning of January. And I've been hanging strong there ever since. So I am okay with the pound gained within this last month. This last month I went to Mexico. This past weekend, we'll talk about that when I look into my tracker. I had a lot of different festivities going on, so I'm okay. I'm okay with that, and I believe I'm still on the right track. Now, my nutrition, I probably could wean it back in just a little bit, but I am okay with where I'm at right now with my weight, so that is great. Remember, I am on the 7.5 milligram dose of Mounjaro, and this medication has really been helping my blood sugars tremendously. Now, I'm gonna get off the topic just a second, but a lot of people who are working behind the scenes with insurance companies and just looking at stats and things like that, they don't like these GLP-1s because they're expensive. They don't like them because they are expensive, but they help. Like, it's really unfortunate that we have to choose sometimes between things that work and the cost is really very unfortunate. But yeah, they do not like people being on GLP-1s. So my blood sugars have been hanging strong and doing well on the 7.5 milligram dose of Mounjaro. I did take my last injection on April the 21st. That was on last Sunday. And I will take my next injection on May the 1st. That's on next Wednesday. And I do spread my injections out to every 10 days instead of every 7 days. And that's been going really well since November of 2023. My blood sugars this week range from the lowest being 78 and the highest being 110. Now let's talk about that highest, 110. That was on April the 21st. That was on Sunday. Now what happened on Saturday is on Saturday I had an event at church I'm a deaconess at my church, and we had a deaconess. We had a rainbow tea at church, and we had a good old spread of food and desserts there, and I did partake in it. I had like 2 deviled eggs. I had some drumettes, some pasta salads. Well, it was seafood salad that I made. And I had, what else did I have? I had, I'm just looking down, trying to envision my plate there. I should have took a picture. But, I did have some lemonade. I also had, some, what they call Watergate salad, or some kind of salad that had, it's like a dessert, but it's like whipped cream. It's green, and it has marshmallows in it, and nuts, and pineapples. Let me know in the comments below if you know what I'm talking about, but I think it's called Watergate salad. I don't know, but it had some of that, and then I also had a piece of like a lemon pound cake. That was good. And we, my girlfriend, 2 girlfriends and myself, we shared 1 slice, and so it wasn't like a big piece, but I did have that. And then later on that evening, my girlfriend had a dinner for her birthday. We went out to a Mexican restaurant, and I did have a nice little pineapple filled with chicken, and I think steak was in there. I think shrimp was in there, and it had cheese sauce on it. So when I saw that 110 that next morning, I said, yep, that's why. That's exactly why. So just know that if you're on this medication and you do eat out of the area that you're supposed to be eating, or if you do go and indulge a little on this side of the spectrum, your blood sugar that might be why your blood sugar is high. So we have to do a reality check and say, okay, yep, that's why. And that's why I like to document and keep track of this, because I can say, yep, that's exactly why this is what it is. And so it did come back down the next morning, and then it's continued to go back down after I cleaned up my nutrition for those past couple of days. But so that's great. Now let's get into my trackers and what I've been doing. So y'all, okay, prayer journal is going well. I I have been writing in my prayer journal every morning, as well as doing my Bible study. My Bible study time, I did finish the book The Woman of the Bible Speak, and that, I'm telling you, that is a good book. If you are looking to for a book where you can focus on the woman in the Bible, definitely check that book out. Let me see, where is it? Is it over here? Right here. So definitely check this book out if you, and I'll link it down below. This is a good read. Definitely a good read. So I finished that book out, and then I didn't know where to go from there with what I wanted to study in the Bible. So I was like, I want to get back to the basics and really understand the Bible and the stories that are in the Bible. So I just saw this sitting on my, over here in my little area. And so I picked this up because it's for my kids, but I picked this up and started reading in it. And I read about, so it starts at the beginning of the Bible, and it goes different Bible stories all throughout chronologically. And so I had started reading this before, but I believe the part where I stopped at before was right after Jacob and Esau. And so I read about a blessing. And y'all know at the end of my videos, I always say God bless. And it did have mentioned that in here, and it was saying the words God bless can be more than a greeting or a word of kindness. So when I say God bless, it can be more than a greeting or a word of kindness. If you really mean what you say and have faith in God, your words of blessing can be powerful, just like the blessings spoken to people in the Bible. So they were talking about Jacob stealing Esau's blessing. But when I say God bless, just know that I do mean I would love for God to bless you, keep you, guide you, and protect you. So yes, I read about that. And then I went on to read about asking for forgiveness, because Jacob, he went back and asked Esau to forgive him. And just knowing that you can, if you really mean it, go to that person if you need to ask them for forgiveness. If you really mean it, go to that person. Let them know that you're asking for their forgiveness, and hopefully that person will receive it. But you need to go to that person, right? All right. So, but then I said, you know what? This is not giving me exactly what I need. So this is really, it's for kids. But so then I said, last couple of days, I picked back up my chronological life application study Bible. So I wanted to get back into the establishment of the church and why the church was created according to the Bible. Because, we have a lot of traditions and things like that in our churches today, and I want to be able to say for myself, is this a tradition or is this biblical? Why am I doing this? Is this something that's biblical or is this just tradition? So I started reading this morning, in about the establishment of the church, and that starts in Acts. So I started reading Acts, the first chapter, on today. So yeah, I'm excited to read into this and share this information with you guys as we continue to do our weekly updates. But that's that. Now, personal reading time. Look, y'all. Y'all can tell. Okay, look. So today is April 24th. Look at all that white before April 24th. So I have not been reading, and I have not been reading Women Evolve is the book that I am supposed to be reading, because in the evenings when it's time to read, that's what I do. I go to sleep. So I decided this morning, because I said, so I read it today. I decided this morning I'm going to move it, because you got to be able to reevaluate and ask yourself, okay, even with your health journey, I like to correlate all of this back to my health journey, like my physical health journey. If something's not working, you got to reevaluate. You got to pivot. You got to twist. You got to turn. You got to make sure it's working for your life and for what's going on in your life at that time. Well, with me being busy this weekend, I was tired in the evenings and night, and I just went to sleep. So I said, you know what? Instead of me trying to force myself to read at night, why don't, if I'm already up in the morning when I'm doing my Bible study, go ahead and do your Bible study, write in your prayer journal, do your time with God, and then go ahead and get into your personal reading. Now, this personal reading, it just so happens that it is biblical reading as well, because it's talking about Eve and going into how to better yourself as a woman according to Eve. So it goes with what I'm doing already in the morning time. But I said I'm going to start doing that. Instead of doing my personal reading time in the evening, I'm going to do it in the morning. So hopefully I can get back on track with that. But it's, I just wanted to show y'all. Yep, I did not read all this past week. Water intake, I did get that in. Physical activity, I have gotten that in all week. And blood sugar, I got that in all week as well, like I showed you. So my week has been going okay. By being on maintenance mode here with Mounjaro is going great, and I am just hanging strong. I know my goal by the end of the 2025 is just for my weight is to remain in under 165, and I think I'm doing good with that. And so yes, how are you doing? How is your week going? I hope you're doing great. Are you needing to refocus? Are you needing to reevaluate? Are you needing to readjust and maybe do some tweaks and turns, pivots to try to get back on track? Y'all know I was trying to get back on track ever since I came back from Mexico. That kind of threw things off, and then me just trying to get this prepared for this deaconess tea. Whew. Listen, I'm an introvert. I'm an introverted person. I'll talk if I'm comfortable, and I'm comfortable talking to y'all because I'm talking to the camera. And nobody else is around. But I'm an introvert, and so when I get overstimulated with socialization, I need a few days to kind of just recharge. Anybody like that? Do you need a few days to recharge after being jam-packed with socializing? I do. I just need a few days, and so I think that had a lot to do with me just not focusing on what I should have been focusing on. But how are you doing? I hope you're doing great. I hope everything is going well. I'm going to refocus, repivot. Actually, I'm in the process right now of filming another vlog, And that vlog, I am going to do some juicing. I just got back from the grocery store, so I'm going to head back in the kitchen now and do some juicing. I'm probably going to do, I wonder if I'm going to do the ginger shots tonight. But yeah, so you'll see that later this week when I post that video. But and then that's why I didn't get to post a video on Tuesday, because I was like, I gotta balance this thing out. I'm tired. I gotta balance. Balance is key. Balance is key. But yes, so I'm all over the place, but it is what it is. I am excited to hear how your week is going. How are you doing? I hope everything is going well. Let me know. All right. Thank you guys. Let me get back into the kitchen to do my juices. But thank you guys for always sticking with me. Thank you guys for coming back and joining me. I appreciate you. I love you. And just like that Bible study says, you have to mean what you say if you're going to say God bless. And I truly mean it. So until next time, God bless.